Today, we hope to survive both furballs and fireballs as we travel to Houdong, an old mining town that has reinvented itself as the home to hundreds of cats, and then onto Shifen's spectacular waterfall and Sky Lantern Street if we survive the treacherous mountain road. The day starts on the subway from Danshui to Taipei before switching to the regular train east out of the city.
Let's get some snacks before we get on the main train to Houdong. Here you've got the entrance into the subway. You literally come out and you come straight in here to get on the train. Something else that's really amazing here is you've got the T Pass. Okay, the T Pass is a 1200 NT, so $40 a month card that anyone can purchase. Gives you 30 days, complete unlimited access to the subway, the trains and the buses. We're on Taipei's original train platform. So before they had the subway system, this is all they had to take us on a fast local train, as it's called, at Zijiang, from Taipei through to Houdong. There we are, stopped at Shidu Station, middle of nowhere, just continuing our trip up to Houdong. Here we are at Houdong Station. Houdong used to be a mining town for many, many years. But when the mining closed down, the job opportunities largely disappeared. And so now it has reinvented itself, not as a mining town, but as the home of hundreds of cats. It doesn't take long until you start to see your first cats. We're still inside the train station. Cat number 1, let's start the countdown. They actually have a cat-shaped, I don't know, this is like being inside a cat. They have a cat-shaped passageway here across the railway line. Cat counter is on, cat number 2. Now, these cats are well cared for. They are not street cats. It began as people beginning to look after feral cats and adopt them, but these cats are actually really well cared for now. You'll see many of them have collars. They do have owners. Obviously, just be respectful of them. They're very docile. They're very docile. They must get stroked all day. I don't know how much they like it or not. Cat number 5. Does he want to come in? Kitty counter number 7. Houdong means monkey cave because this is a place where monkeys used to live. But it also, most historically, was a mining town. And so while it has reinvented itself as the home of cutesy with all these cats that have been adopted by locals, well, there are still some birds around here. I can hear them and see it. It's quite amazing with all the cats. You can still hear the bird sound up here behind me despite there being so many cats. So somehow they make that work. But the history of this town is as a mining town. And so we want to explore a little bit of that with you as well. So friendly. Let's see, he's also got the cut ears. So they cut all their ears over here to know which ones they have desexed. So that's a way to be able to see from a distance. There's its friend over there. This one's not as friendly. I think it's a little bit nervous. Grace is very happy, aren't you? This is your kind of place.
Or frightened from dogs. Please do not bring dogs to scare cats.
Sage advice.
There's a cat angel there. Here we are. We don't want it to claw it. Hello.
Very cute. Don't just come for the cats. Check out the mining museum here. Really interesting. It's free entry and tells you about this mine that provided 10% of Taiwan's entire coal output. What's really cool about this museum is that they have built it on the site of the original mine, and so there's obviously modern reinforcing and so on, but they have integrated it into the original structure of the mine. Amazing old rail car that would have been used in the open pit mining that they did here, mining for coal. And we're surrounded by all these big metal structures that are typical of what they would have made in the open pit mines. In its heyday, the open pit mine here employed 1,000 workers and was the most productive coal mine in all of Taiwan. Don't forget to climb the stairs right next to the museum to cross the river. And behind me here we've got the actual railway that carried the mining carts. There's one of them down there to and from the mine. It's been really rainy the last few days, so the river is in full flow. We've now got to get a train from Houdong Cat Village to Dreifang, a couple of stops. Then we switch to a bus and go for another 40 minutes to Shifen. 25 years later, guess who I met on a train in a country of 23 million people?
Yeah.
Paul Smith.
From Manchester.
From Manchester. Great to see you, Paul.
The red car. Yeah, great to see you as well.
We crammed into a tiny bus here that brought out the best in humanity when we were trying to board. There's no lining up, so everyone just pushes and shoves as hard as they can. But we've got about 35 minutes on this route left, and then we will be in Shifen. So still on our way to Shifen in this tiny bus. Shifen is known for its sky lanterns that people release here with their wishes on them in the evenings. But what it should be known for today is monsoon rain. The river is absolutely at capacity here. You can see it tearing its way down there. And they have this very cool swing bridge that I'm risking my life on to go and see the famous Shifen Waterfall. Let's check it out. Shifen is called Shifen because that means 10 portions. The town was named for the 10 families who lived here, and so when they sought supplies they would seek 10 portions of supplies. There's a town nearby that we also hope to visit called Shifen, which means 9 portions. This was a mining town like many in this area, and the Pingxi railway line was built for the purpose of serving this mining town. But of course now it has reinvented itself as a very popular tourist destination. We've made it here to the Shifen Old Street. You can see perhaps some of the lanterns already that people are releasing up ahead of me. One thing I will say is super touristy, over touristed, Barcelona vibes. When you get down to the area where people are buying and releasing sky lanterns, as you can see right here above me, it's absolute chaos. Absolute chaos. So very, very touristy. You can see the size. There's one about to go over there. You can see how busy it is. And we're down here on Tuesday night. It's not even a weekend. Weekends would be unbearable, I think. Once you walk down past the chaos of where most people are releasing their lanterns, it does become a more pleasant experience. But I would say overall, so touristy. Now, in recent years, there has been some pushback against the sky lanterns because you're basically releasing a big piece of wire covered in some sort of a fabric into the environment, and there have been some efforts to start using eco-friendly rice paper-based lanterns, but we've actually been looking for them here and we haven't found them, except for right now, maybe. Literally, this is the first place. They're right back through the entire area, and this is the first one we've seen. Just when we had given up any hope of finding a place with biodegradable ones, we've managed to find one right here. It costs 300 new Taiwan dollars. We are writing our own messages, our own prayers on these rather than wishes for good luck.
Not that we think that by burning this and sending it into the sky we are connecting our prayer with God, because we can pray anytime through Jesus.
Yes. Here's Elizabeth sitting on the world's smallest stool. That's YouTube. That is YouTube content right there. Subscribe if you want top drawer content like that. How are you going, Grace? All right, Grace? All right, okay? Go! There it goes.
See, ours is burning up.
Wow. 谢谢您. Ah, 谢谢. And the man's given her a little gift, Grace a little gift as well. How sweet is that? 谢谢. So if you are going to come and do the sky lanterns, we recommend this place. It's right here. It's number 124, right at the beginning of the walkway down into where people let off the lanterns. He has the biodegradable lanterns over here. These are the ones you want to use. They burn up a lot quicker, much better for the environment. We have made it onto the 795 from Shifen to Wujia. That'll bring us back to Taipei City. It's about an hour's drive. So let's have your thoughts on Shifen.
Extremely busy and over touristed.
Yes.
But when we found the guy who actually had the eco-friendly lanterns, he was amazing.
Yeah.
And his service was great, and he gave Grace this beautiful little key ring for her lanyard.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was lovely.
Yeah.
But if it's this busy and intense in the rain, I think
On a Tuesday.
I think if it was good weather, it would be a little bit of a nightmare, to be honest.
Unbearable, yeah.
And I would say that the waterfall here, while impressive, I actually think the waterfall where we went the other day,
Ulai.
was even more impressive, to be honest.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Come check it out if you like, but to be honest, we think there are far more amazing things to see in Taiwan than Shifen.
So, there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this crazy day in the pouring rain with us, from Houdong's old mining village and its friendly felines to Shifen's spectacular waterfall and slightly overrated Sky Lantern Street. Tell us in the comments which cat you thought was cutest and whether you would like to visit the Sky Lantern Street. Please click like and subscribe to follow us for more real-life adventures in Taiwan and around the world. Take care.